And here we go for the semifinals of the KR Strikeforce Open Singles event here in East Providence Lanes in East Providence, Rhode Island. Thanks to Mike Sodoma and his staff here at EP. Machine's running flawlessly. The pattern's holding up very nicely. Here's Dennis Bissonette with his first strike on lane 7 against Tyler Perry. We have Colby Hagemoser up against the Connecticut native Peter Fox. He of only 5 years competition. So very interesting semifinal here. Bruce Hall here with you with Chris Forey. Hey, Chris.
Good evening, everybody.
Thoughts on the semifinal matchups? What do you think?
Well, I did pick Tyler earlier.
Yes, you did.
So
look at the revs this man is getting. Unbelievable. Look at how he's under it.
His hand, see how he's opening his hand up. Usually his hand doesn't open up at the top of the swing, as we just jinxed him.
He got on the side of that one and spun that.
But if you watch the top of the swing in old videos he has up online and stuff like that, his hand didn't really open up. Now you can see his hands opening up, which will keep your hand on the inside on the way down. So
yeah. Hey, Don Fry in Aruba watching the Pats and NEBA. There you go,
Pats
buddy.
are looking good.
Pats looking good.
We're watching the Pats too.
we get it's on here on
the
thing, and Perry not going to make it. Now, meanwhile, Colby Hagemoser starts with a spare, and here's Peter Fox up on lane 6, already in front of the ball return. And
who's your pick?
Let's see how much loft he spends over this.
Well, it's not that he's even lofting it; he's just flicking it to the right. So he's actually like fanning the ball just dead right. He doesn't have to throw it in the air because he's just getting it right early.
Well. You know, I might take Peter Fox.
Good choice.
Because I do like his cool under fire.
He's had one errant shot. That was in the 10th frame last game. Other than that,
power, he's scoring. And I would certainly fancy envision a Fox-Perry final. We'll see how that goes. But good cover there.
I feel like Tyler's a lot further left than he was.
Colby Hagemoser, don't count him out.
Well, I mean, you Dennis. I mean, you got Dennis here, a chance for obviously. Can make some points up here for Bowl of the Year.
That's right. Yeah, Dennis chasing the very tough Jay Johnson.
Unbelievable season by Jay.
Multi titles for Jay this year.
4, I believe.
4 so far, yeah.
Sorry about that.
Pattern's 41 feet, 27 mils, 7.35 to 1. Not playing that easy. At least you'd like to think that. The name of the pattern is NEBA October 2022, so this is a Kegel special. And I believe our friend Tom was involved in this, right? Tom Hankey Jr.?
I know nothing about this.
I think he was, yeah. That's what I hear. So Dennis Bissonette Sr. weighing in, Bissonette and Fox. That's what he likes to see. And beautiful shot there
very
by
good
Dennis.
Friends.
But the only reason I'm not saying I'm not picking Dennis is because he had a lot of wrist and forearm pain that he was fighting. In fact, he was looking forward to going home. I crossed with him next to him on the burn squad today, and he was not feeling well.
Webb's still here. This is unusual. He must be bored.
Oh, what's he doing? Is he drinking?
Webb, he doesn't drink at all.
Really?
I don't think he's ever had a cocktail.
Wow, how do you like that?
He was in talking to Becky, I believe.
Oh, there you go. Say welcome, everybody. If you'd share the feed, we'll get our viewership up here. Some very nice numbers on the live stream. Very happy to have you all with us. And Dennis Bissonette gets the trip 6 for the front 3 for Dennis.
We can talk about titles here a little bit too. Dennis has 2. Dennis has 3 now. Sorry.
Well, he won. Yeah,
he won the doubles, won Chicopee, and I fixed the titles after I went home from that tournament.
Oh, thank you.
So yes, he has 3. He won the over/under. He has Chicopee has a non-title or non-champions win at Norwich last year. Tyler has Tyler has, I feel like 2 wins.
Oh, at least.
Hold on 1 second. Somebody's
saying goodbye to our friend John. Take care, my friend.
I'll find out
Mr.
here.
Wilbur, safe ride home.
On page.
Hey, shout out to Don O'Malley from Florida. Hope things are okay down there with the hurricane, my friend.
Tyler Perry 2 title. No,
meanwhile, Colby Hagemoser 2, 8, 10 wouldn't make the corner. And Perry, meanwhile, is going to chop the 3, 6, 10 in the face of the triple, starting off by Dennis. So Perry in a deep hole early on here. And let's see what Fox can do with the open from Hagemoser. And Fox already in a 16-pin advantage and on a strike. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, so Tyler has 2 titles.
Boy,
A singles and a doubles win.
That seems low. I know he won one, and
he won in Nutmeg. He was the youngest champion at that time, and then he won doubles a couple years ago.
He won the doubles, yeah.
Oh, he won the doubles. That's right, when it was at Keene. He
lost to Eddie Roberts at Brockton.
Brockton
which was a weird match.
The youngest against the oldest.
The youngest against the oldest, and Eddie's thumb fell out and was down the back of the machine, so he had to switch. He had to switch balls, Eddie Roberts, and he goes pretty much off the sheet to win. It was the strangest match. Hey, Russ Michaud, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, Tyler won the doubles with Andrew's roommate.
Oh,
Hunter.
Hunter. Yeah, Hunter Kempton. Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
That's right.
And here, Peter, take a lead.
Yeah, we're looking forward to coming back to Manchester too, Russ Michaud, coming up on October 22nd and 23rd.
Great
on that
shot
Saturday,
by
we'll have
Peter.
a senior event, a women's event, and then on Saturday night at the 6 p.m. and then Sunday morning is the next round of the Paul Forey Memorial Qualifying. And Dennis, another good shot. Will it lay off? Nope, for a 6-pin. But that's okay. He's got a triple and an easy spare. And meanwhile, Fox does double to jump on the open from Hagemoser. So we've got 2 lopsided matches so far here, Chris. Once again, we had the first round of the Paul Forey Memorial here. And if you reminder, it's a FedEx-style eliminator-style playoff. We start with 64 players. And then this morning at 9 a.m., those 64, although they were only 47, come in for 48 spots. So everybody who showed up got a spot, 48. I don't think that's going to be the case in Manchester. I think we're going to go from 48 to 32. Actually, be 47 to 32.
Yep.
And so if you are in that 47, please sign up for the 9 a.m. squad at Manchester. That would be October 23rd. And then the top 32 will advance.
Well, what's important is those 47 sign up first because, again, we don't reserve those spots for them. I mean,
we don't reserve them.
You need to make sure you book early. Because, again,
Manchester, pretty good-sized house. Manchester,
32 lanes.
Yeah.
So, again, it's only 64, so 16, 80 entries.
That reminds me, I haven't signed up yet. Let me sign up right now. Let me stop broadcasting.
And send your funds.
Send your Venmo, please, right away. And then the top 32 will go to Keene. Right?
Well, top 32 here. Top 48 go to 47. Obviously, go to Manchester. Then we chop it to 32, and they go to Norwich.
Excuse me, it's Norwich for that.
And then the top,
20 cash.
Based on how they bowl in the tournament itself.
Right.
It has nothing to do with the qualifying.
Oh, is that right? Oh, I didn't know that. I thought that was qualifying again.
Nope, it's how you finish in the tournament.
Oh, thank you for that detail.
Now, if you don't make the cut, your qualifying score is your score for that, for those, you know what I mean, outside of that.
Okay, right, I see. Here's Tyler trying to get back in this match.
Great shot.
But still down by 45.
Really
down by 45 in the 4th frame. And now
Here's
Fox. Can he go for the 4 in a row?
Great
Beautiful shot.
Wow, that thing jumped off of it.
Yeah, he got a mittful of that one. Then it went right through the beak. Chris, we give away 2 balls each tournament, thanks to our friends over at Storm, Roto, and 900 Global. We had Hunter Kempton at 1088, one off the at-large, win the ball for the consolation prize of missing the cut. And then we have a raffle. Everybody who signs up ahead of time for their squad goes into the raffle, and that was won by Sean Richard. So get yourself a nice
little...
Ooh, can't get it to turn, and Tyler Perry in deep, deep doo-doo here on 7 and 8. Interesting scoring pace here, Chris. Pretty high. Michael Mirable, high qualifier at 12:21. Cuts were 11:07, 11:15, and 11:60 for 12:30. I somehow thought that squad would be lower scoring, but it turned out to be higher scoring because the guys could just move in and swing it.
There was a little bit of, I wouldn't say fallback, but you had a little bit more hold. So now you're far enough away from the OB.
Right.
It was just a matter of figuring out.
More balls were making it off the corner because you were deeper.
Yeah,
That was an amazing shot by Peter. He thought it was out the window, but it slows down in the mid lane, makes the corner, and shreds the rack. And now he's enjoying a 33-pin lead.
Dennis
and
with an
there's
open,
the crumbling 7-9, but still a 40. That'll bring him down to the 30s. Dennis Bissonette still enjoying a good lead. Hagemoser must strike here to get started.
Hey, he's in trouble.
And he's in trouble in through the beak there. Bissonette is just going to have to take one.
Oh, thought he's going to bounce it out. Webb did make the 7-10 today on
I saw it. I watched him do it.
11?
Yeah, it was the middle. Yeah, it was the low end.
Yep, it was our first game.
Yeah, I remember looking over and seeing it happen. It was unbelievable.
It flew fast.
Well, thanks to the rest of our sponsors, Chris. BowlingSeriously.com and Joanne Herman, shout out to her. She's down in Florida, survived the hurricane down there in her high rise in the St. Pete area. That was really in the brunt of it, too. StrikeFX Pro Shops, Turbo Grips, Bullwinkle's Pro Shops, Savage Arms, KR Strikeforce, Grog Monster Sports, and Greg Flamond. 1 second. Cambridge Credit, thanks so much. Chris Viali. Chris Viali just making the top 47. Came back from, I think it was Aruba, one of the vacations he took down there. He just got his flight back because of the hurricane.
Yeah, they scrambled to figure out how to get home.
And they went through D.C.,
I
think. It was, him and, no, Sol, I think, was here. He was already here.
Oh, I thought Sol was with him.
Bloomfield Electric, Tony and Susie Renaud for the Masters sponsorship. Callahan's Bowlerama. Watch this space for something very special with Callahan's next year. TechVision live streaming. Yankee Lanes, DJ's Pro Shop, East Coast Sports Investors, Ideal Bowling Concepts with Keith Lang. BuddiesProShop.com. Mr. Chris Forey with his 1 million square foot warehouse down in beautiful Fairfield, Connecticut. And look at Fox's shot. That was perfect. That was poetry.
It's like beautiful.
Right there. That was beautiful.
Still
shot
averaging
there.
like 250 for match play.
I'm telling you, he's just crushing it. I Am Bowling, powered by Logo Infusion. I would look for some I Am Bowling jerseys on the PBA Tour next year. That'll be good to see. Ace Mitchell, Better Bowling Concepts, many styles of bowling. Dexter Bowling, and many styles of bowling. Speaking of LaRue, I'm wearing my LaRue shirt now. I wonder if he's going to go and get product registered for the PBA. Dexter Bowling, Chicago Sam's, and finally GMS Decorative Concrete. Over 60,000 in prizes and cash sponsoring NEBA for this year. Thank you so much to all the sponsors, and thanks so much to Chris Viali, who goes out and works with the sponsors. And what a shot by Fox. He's just dominating. Slaps that 10 out, no doubt about it.
Oh.
And look at Bissonette devastating the rack. He looks ho-hum. He's like, yeah, you're right. I just shredded the rack. And this is after Perry did finally get a double together.
Ball change for Colby.
And looks like he balled down a little bit. So.
And he went to Empire.
We are very close to announcing our 2023 schedule. And should have a couple of changes to it. It'll be interesting. Some of the centers we're going back to, and some of the centers I don't think we're going anywhere new next year.
Nowhere new. We're going, back to a couple centers that we haven't been to in a while.
Yeah.
At least one.
Yeah, at least one.
And then
can't say much about it because it's not approved
it's
yet.
not
so
approved, but
we don't want to talk too much about it. But this is the
time
of year.
Took a lot of work to get it done.
It does take a lot, and the centers are great because they put in bid sheets, and we work with them to figure out what do they want for lineage and what are we going to do for scheduling and when can we have the lanes. And
then you try to figure out how to shuffle the schedule around so you spread it out evenly.
Yeah, and the centers are so great, and they work with us. And we still like to have NEBAs in big centers because we draw. We have we had 165 entries today. And 40 qualifiers. So. And here's Colby with that ball change, lazy up to the pocket, flat 10, and that match is over. So it will be Fox moving on to 9 and 10 into the final. And his opponent looks like Bissonette. And
one
there's
day.
Tyler Perry with a 2-8 bucket. And Tyler is done. So
well, we have the match we said we probably would have.
That's
Fox.
Exactly what we said. We said Fox against Bissonette. And that's what will happen. And let's see if Dennis's hand holds up. I'm gonna ask him in between here how he's doing. See if we can get some intel on that. So, and now we're just
Tyler's just getting out of the way.
It's garbage time, just getting out of the way here, unfortunately.
There's Peter fanning it to the crack. He's getting out to about 6-7, which you didn't see anybody getting it back from out there.
No.
But he's playing around the front of the lane really early.
Well, he's not throwing it especially fast.
And he's getting good side roll. So I can say he's so far into out that he's just creating this almost what Tyler's doing a little bit, but obviously his angle is even steeper through the front of the lane.
Yeah.
His launch angle is so much wider, so he's like probably 5 feet in front of where Tyler's is going. So his ball is no chance of getting behind the pattern.
Right. And even that, when he got to the side and really spun it, it still had enough
but he has so much
to carry.
into out. He's got probably about, right now he's probably got about 70 degrees axis rotation just bouncing it off of there.
Yeah, crazy. Well, we're going to bowl it out here, folks, and we're going to move the Mevo over to 9 and 10 and bring you the title match. And it's going to be a barn burner.
Two best friends,
between
doubles
Bissonette
partners.
and Fox, that's right. Yeah, good buddies. They're right up and down 91 there. Bissonette in the Chicopee area and Fox down in the Hartford area.
Yep.
And here we go. They struck at the same time. Look at everybody bowling. It's garbage time here at the end of the match. Just trying to get out of the way. That'll take care of Perry. And unless Hagemoser makes this, he's done. And we have one more shot by Fox.
I think Pete just increased his average.
Peter, I mean, Peter's crushing it in match play. Unbelievable. We'll have his numbers coming up here in a minute, folks. But shout out to our other broadcast partner, Brian Gaskill. A little bit under the weather.
It's going around lately.
I have to confess that I was. I did test positive for COVID after the Vincent Hall, but I'm negative today, so that's the reason I'm out here.
There's been a lot of that.
You're not feeling that great either, my friend. So
I'm feeling fine. I was amazed I didn't get sick from you.
Why are you talking to me? Thanks everybody. We'll be back in just a couple minutes for the final here. Bye.